Good morning and welcome in. So just slept out last night in the cab. If you caught previous video you probably know that, but yeah, getting everything sorted out now, packing it all away. Oh, it takes about 10-15 minutes or so. Sleep wasn't too bad, not as comfy as the Renault if we're being honest. Well, it's all packed away in there and that goes up there. Until next time. So the time is now 4:30 in the morning. Been awake literally 5 minutes, probably less than that, so I'm absolutely knackered at the moment. Didn't sleep too bad. The Renault was a little bit more comfortable, as I said. Bro, it was all right. Only woke up a couple of times. Didn't hear any disturbances or anything going on, which is always a plus sign. Everything's packed away, so let's get myself to the service station, just there, and get a wash, refresh myself a little bit, so we're ready for the road and make a coffee. Yep, still pretty dark out there, isn't it? That's the fridge unit you can hear, which has been going on all night. Everything's all good. Still really early. You've heard of the saying, early bird catches the worm. Well, my saying is, the early driver gets past Birmingham. Always feels eerie as well when you come in the service stations, especially during the daytime. They're like really busy, and then you come in 5 in the morning and it's pretty much deserted. It's just Costa Coffee, which is open in WH Smith's, which is 24 hours WH Smith's. I think Costa's probably just something. Really nice service stations to stop at, especially if you've got kids. You've got a big play area. That's not on. If you're out somewhere eating, at least clean up after yourself. Don't leave it for the cleaner to do it all. So that's what I've got to work with. Now that's done, just make myself a coffee. In my little side box, I'll keep a big bottle of water. It's always good to either drink or use it for brews. Well, it's only like £1.40 for that as well, so 5 litres, it's always worth keeping in the cab. Just got to make a brew the old-fashioned way. So as my kettle's boiling, just go do all the vehicle checks using the light from the phone as a torch. We're just making sure there's no new damages onto the trailer, no cuts, there's no damages picked up with the tyres before we leave the road. Even though we've not disconnected from the trailer and been with it all day yesterday and we know it's perfectly fine, you still got to do all your checks in the morning just in case one of the lights might have gone out. Could be an issue with the Susie, so always go around, double check, make sure everything's all up to scratch. Perfect. Good old-fashioned camping way. Now you've cooled down, you can go back in there. Nice and safe storage. And I know what you're thinking, God Darren, you're a bloody nightmare to sleep next to in a truck using a whistle kettle at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get it, but however, if you stay next to it, when it starts to boil, it's very quiet, the whistle, so you just turn it off straight away so you can't hear it. But I need my coffee, I need it. Time is now 5:30 in the morning, so we're just leaving Rugby service station. I'm looking at around 2 hours to get back up to Warrington from here. So it seems a bit of a long drive. I'm hoping I'll get past Birmingham for a good time as well with traffic. Builds up a little bit on the northbound at Stoke and Stafford areas. So hopefully that won't give us too much issue. I've got my route for today as well. Got it through last night. So I'm just doing local trailer swaps today. So that shouldn't be too bad for me. It's a little bit dark at the moment, so I'll pull over later on, get the time lapse sorted out. Still a little bit too dark really for the GoPro, so I'll wait until it gets a little bit brighter and then we can do some time lapsing as well. So this is pretty much a day in the life of a tramper. You wake up early in the morning, get yourself ready, straight back on the road. Thank God Leanne made me a salad yesterday, because thinking ahead here, I've brought them cereal, brought them a milk. I forgot about getting a bowl. So the clients where I'm at now, I managed to use their sink to give it a good wash out so I can have some cereal because I'm starving. Choices, which to have. I think I'm going to go for the Cocoa Pops because I've not had them for years. And I need sugar really for Rice Krispies. So my first collection is all done. We've done a live load instead of doing a trailer swap. We've got to head back to the yard. And they're pretty much coming to and from here all day. I'm going to be cooking up something a little bit later on, so stay tuned to see what we're going to be having for my dinner whilst I cook it on the stove at the side of the truck. I've just got to hope the weather's going to be good for it though, because if it's throwing it down, I might have to do it on the back of the trailer. I'll work something out anyway. Might as well get a little bit of a prep done for our dinner. So what we got for today is egg fried rice. Nice and simple to do in a truck. And that is it. That is all we need for recipe ingredients. So we need half a cup of rice, because it's just for myself. For the water, when you're doing it, if I use half a cup of rice, I'll need 1 cup of water. Double what rice you have in the cup for water. We've got 1 egg, 1 spring onion, hoisin sauce, 1 pepper, dark soy sauce, and we've got some salt as well. If you do want to see more cooking in the truck and what other things we can be making, let me know down in comments and I'll try my best to try and make different things. I can make burritos, I can make steaks as well if you really wanted to. Why not? Yeah, let's push our imagination out there. So if you want to see more cooking content whilst in the truck, let me know down in comments, give it a like and hit the subscribe button as well. Chop, 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 chop. Finally chop your spring onion. Rice and the water have just been added to the pan. It's on full heat at the moment. I'm just going to let it boil. I've just put this sort of around it just to give it a little bit more of a wind protection, because every time a car drives past, because I'm in a lay-by at the moment, just adds a little bit more wind to it. Pan has come to a rolling boil. Just stick the lid on, turn the heat down and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Now that's done, switch pans. Normally I'd use olive oil and I'll put quite a bit in, but I've only got this spray with me for now. Crack your egg. And then just mix up the egg like so. Well, it doesn't look the best right now, but don't worry, bear with me. Add your veg from like you sliced earlier on. Give it a couple of minutes just to cook. Just keep moving it around so the egg doesn't burn to the pan. Add your rice, just keep moving the pan around like so. Cook this off for a couple of minutes. Add a pinch of salt. Add your herb, dark soy sauce. I do normally use teriyaki sauce, but for this time I'm using hoisin. So I'll add some of the hoisin sauce in, like so. Add some more flavour. Now all the sauces are all mixed in together. How nice does that look? That's how we have it. Egg fried rice. Easy as that, cooked on the roadside. If you don't believe me, there's the field. I never thought I'd be doing this, but hey, it's a lot better than eating McDonald's or cold sandwiches all the time, isn't it? And just in case anyone's wondering, like, is it okay to cook where I have? Don't worry about it, because 1, it's a diesel tank, it's not flammable. 2, it's on top of a step, so you got quite a few inches before that is. 3, even the thing itself doesn't even get hot. So don't worry about it. Best of all, it's only taken about 20 minutes to cook it. And how nice does it look? You gotta be honest. It's good. And it tastes beautiful as well. Now dinner's all taken care of. Time to get back to work. Just arrived back at our client where we're doing the trailer swaps. Instead of trailer swaps, it's a second live load again. Oh my God, that's huge. Oh, it's gone behind a cloud. That is the dolphin-nosed plane, which is just disappeared over there. I do believe that the dolphin nose plane comes out of the Airbus over in Chester, and I believe it's loaded up with aeroplane parts. I think that's where they make all the planes. I could be completely wrong, but I've seen it loads of times flying in and out of the Airbus place in Chester, and it's huge. Pans are all clean and they're ready for next time. Back to St. Helens we go. trailer number 3 to be collected, and I think there's a couple more still being collected today. There's another lad doing it as well as me now, just trying to like relieve the loads a little bit, because instead of being doing trailer swaps every time I've turned up, I've been doing live loads, so it's put me back probably about an hour each time. You have to wait for them to get ready, get all 26 pallets out, then it's just the one forklift driver going in and out loading you up. So it takes a little bit longer doing that way instead of doing straight trailer swaps. Hopefully this one's going to be a trailer swap straight off, but we'll find out when we get there, because I know there was one ready when we left. I'm debating as well whether to bring some steak in for tomorrow and have some steak, because I've got some steak at home in the fridge, and Leanne wasn't a big fan of it, so she's not crossing over. So I've said to Leanne, well, I'll take it work then, and I'll just have a steak butty or something. I don't know what to do with it, because I'm quite limited at the moment. I've got the frying pan, I've got the saucepan, so I can make basic things like a spaghetti bolognese. I can probably make obviously your fried rice, your Chinese stir fries. I can do all that stuff, but with a steak I can make the steak, but then what do you have with it? What else could I make with it? So if you've got any ideas, what would you have with a steak normally if you didn't have an oven or an air fryer? I suppose that's what I could do in the future, try and invest in a big enough power inverter so I can then have a little air fryer inside the truck. I think that'd be quite cool. But with me only doing 1 or 2 nights out a week, I don't really think it's worth it. If I was tramping full time, then I could possibly kind of justify it, but with it being just the one night, I think it's quite expensive purchase really, isn't it? Who knows though. Well, it's a better way of eating anyway, instead of cold sandwiches and getting yourself full of bread all the time. So that's the downside about being a truck driver. There's 2 options you got. You either spend a fortune in service stations and eat loads of crap, or bring dinners to work with you and you get a bit fed up with sandwiches or tuna mayo pasta after so long, don't you? Thanks, bud. I am hoping for a little bit of an early dart as well today, because I did start at 5 o'clock this morning. It's 2 o'clock at the moment, so if I get another 3 hours out, another 2 more trailer swaps possibly, then yeah, I'll be happy with a 5 o'clock finish. Good 12-hour shift there done, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, if a 10-hour gets offered to me, you know, I'll take it. I'll take an early dart. But I like a good 12-hour shift, if we're being honest with you, because it does seem a long time, 12 hours, but when you're doing driving, it only seems like 8 hours. It goes really, really fast. Okay, I was wondering why they didn't take off at first. Might have been sat on the phone or something. Temperature starts to pick up a little bit more as well. I'm not too sure what tomorrow's run is just yet. Maybe it might come through on the PDA a little bit later on. If it does, I'll let you know, so we can see what we're going to be doing. I'm off work on Friday, because that is when we're going down towards Snowdonia area. So I'm travelling down, but I will be doing a little bit of a vlog when we're travelling down, and also a little bit of a vlog throughout the week as well. Like I say, it might be just every other day instead of every single day. It depends if we're doing activities every single day. If we are, then you know, I'll keep them uploaded for you. Again, just thank you for always watching, and thank you for all the subs, etc. Back at the yard now after doing the 3 trailer swaps, and now I've got to go to the hub over in Ashton, so it's literally 2 or 3 miles from our depot, with a double deck trailer, taking it there, getting it unloaded, then coming back. So probably looking at about a 5 o'clock finish for it. Let's do with that, good 5 o'clock finish. So overall, it's been a really easy day, even though I would have done 12 hours over by the time I finish. It's been a doddle, really has been today. So this is what it's like as a day-to-day driving job. You can get really bad ones out there, so don't get me wrong, there are some really bad ones, but majority driving jobs are not too bad. And a lot of people are always worried about working weekends and missing time with the family. But the way I see it, if you grind your ass off Monday to Friday, get all the hours in, have the weekend to yourself. I think you're still winning a little bit because you get to spend the weekends for the family times. A lot of jobs out there as well, what do 6 in the morning start, finishing around 5 or 6 o'clock as well, so you're still getting 12 hours in and you're finishing at 6 o'clock, still get time to spend with your family in the evening. So yeah, there is lots of pros and cons, isn't there? But it's like with any job, let's be honest. Now, the biggest problem with these big double-deckers, these big ones here, is that your straps are here, perfect height, that's your normal trailer height. But then these little ones here, they're back breakers. They really are, because you've got to bend down on your knees just to try and open them up. You can't really get them proper. You got to bend over at an awkward angle, and it puts pressure and strain on your back. Well, maybe not so much when you're loosening them up, but when you're tightening them, you need to get that a little bit lower. God damn, that sun's well bright today. It's a beautiful afternoon, isn't it? It's pissing it down all day. But sun's here, just in time for home time, which is good. Once I'm done getting unloaded here, that will be me done for the day. My job for tomorrow has come through, so I've got a collection for 35 pallets in Liverpool docks and then taking it from there down to Daventry. Hopefully traffic's not been too bad for us because it's a long drive to get to and from there. We should be able to do it no problems with an extended, as long as the M6 isn't, you know, like the M6. Oh well, I'm going to leave the video there, so thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and as always, stay safe out there, guys. Bye for now.